Hello, everyone. I'm Martin McCain.
And my name is Artina McCain.
And we are the McCain Duo, and we are excited to introduce our great friend, Dr. Marcus Wilcher, who is an award-winning saxophonist and composer. He has a thriving career on the West Coast, and we know that you're going to be excited to check out his interview. And we are the McCain Duo, here to help you create your musical identity. We are here with a great saxophonist and composer, award-winning composer, Marcus Wilcher. We had the pleasure of attending the University of Texas together as we were studying music, and I feel like Marcus was like the first composer for Jazz Bones. He wrote the title track for our album Shades, and so he's just contributed so much for us and the greater Austin community and beyond. And welcome, Marcus.
Hey,
thank you for having me.
Yeah,
absolutely,
and keeping me employed.
Oh. That's right. We should mention that we are actually in Austin, Texas, performing at the Black Composers Concert, and Marcus is one of the featured living composers because he's here in the flesh. So we can start off. We always start off with the same question, Marcus. Tell us a little bit about how you got started and where you are today.
Oh, let's see. I got bored easily as a child. So, grew up listening to music. My family, my mom and pop would always play a lot of R&B around the house, a lot of soul music, a lot of gospel. And I just always wanted to play an instrument, but we never had enough funds to get one taken care of. So, school I was at, they got me an instrument, on loan for free.
Ooh, awesome. Nice.
And when I was 10, I started playing saxophone. Didn't want to play saxophone, I wanted to play trumpet.
Okay.
But sax was free, so I played saxophone. Started there and just kind of stuck with it all the way through high school. Got into college and said, I'm tired of being the dude that's like just playing all the music that's getting, that comes in front of me. And I wanted to get into writing because I wanted control. I wanted some power. So I started writing. It was been late high school and I started getting really serious about the writing thing. Wow. Went to college at RCC out in Riverside, California. Transferred from there to UT, where I ran into both of y'all. Man, that was good times, man. For real, that Jazz Bones thing was like super fun. I love writing for the Jazz Bones. It's great when you've got cats that, can kind of play whatever you put in front of them. So I haven't got to worry about, this part's too hard. Because a lot of my music, I say, all right, I'm going to write what I want. Now I'm going to take half of it away. So
right.
And then I just say,
half
I'm not.
Of it? Oh my gosh.
So you can publish it.
Yeah.
Right.
Publish it. But so stayed in school, finished up a bachelor's, then went back for more school and got a master's. And for some reason, I went back again and I just kept staying. And then I got all the degrees, got a doctorate, and then went ahead and went out into the world to make thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Wow, just living the dream.
Yeah.
So you're back in California, right? Tell our audience what you're doing there.
Oh, wow. I'm doing mostly teaching nowadays out in California, teach at a few community colleges, do some freelancing at some of the local high schools, actually at my old high school.
Oh,
which is
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
Doing some work with their jazz ensemble, a lot of their woodwind players, and they kind of got me to come in and do some stuff with their marching band last semester.
Wow.
Which was cool.
Are you writing for the marching band?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're actually helping marching.
Yeah, well, I was helping them with playing and working up music.
Gotcha.
Giving them ideas.
Okay.
They said, can you march? I'm like, nope.
Right.
Like, Marcus don't march.
Those days are over.
But yeah, it's a good time. Mostly teaching. I also play regularly with a cat named Dante Fire and his quintet, sometimes quartet, sometimes trio, sometimes funk band, sometimes fusion, sometimes jazz band. We do a lot of stuff, but working pretty regularly with those cats. Couple of pickup gigs, hit some jam sessions in the local areas, but a lot mostly based on teaching nowadays.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Very versatile.
I'm curious about your composition style, right? Because you're obviously very well trained. So, like, what is your influence? Like, do you consider yourself like jazz trained composition or R&B or gospel? I don't even know. Your music is just everything. It's yummy to me, but I don't know how to classify it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to classify it.
Right.
I think it's everything that you just said. I am definitely trained as a jazz composer and a jazz arranger, and I've also had a little bit of education in classical composition and orchestration, instrumentation. But then my playing experiences are mostly jazz. There's like a little bit of salsa in there. A lot of gospel with church groups. Some R&B, some funk bands that I've played with and worked with, a little bit of fusion. And I'm kind of all over the map on stuff.
Yeah, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I love it too.
You guys
It's
gotta
fun.
check his music out. Yeah.
That way you never get bored. If you're versatile, you never get bored.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
it's true. That's one thing I loved about, like, Forecast was the first thing you wrote for Jazz Bones. And and you started out with bass trombone, which I like. But
You're welcome.
whenever, but when I'm explaining to the audience, I mean, it feels like you're in Motown. It's like a Motown groove with the ECM feel, but it's very different from the other ones, like Sharing Dreams, which is, like a beautiful 7/4 ballad.
Oh yeah. Dude, if your music isn't grooving, then what's the point in it?
Marcus, we always say that again.
Oh, if your music isn't grooving, what's the point?
There you go.
I like
yes,
that.
I like that. Yeah.
Oh man, I figured we spend a lot of time we've all spent a lot of time in school where we're dealing with what's the term they use? High art. And the question is, does that actually resonate with people? And sometimes it does. But a lot of times it might, we might get inside of our own heads and then we go over everybody else's and we say, okay, we just lost an entire audience.
Right, that's true.
And that doesn't work out. So, but I figure musicians, non-musicians, young, old, everybody can groove. So if I can put together a groove, I should be able to reach more people.
Oh, I like that. Put together a groove and reach more people.
Plus it's fun.
That's true, yeah.
I love danceable music.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're curious, we always ask people, like, what advice would you give for an up-and-coming, maybe composer as yourself or a saxophonist? Like, what would you tell somebody? Or what do you tell your students who want to be you?
Okay. First thing I tell them is this. Rule number 1 is don't be a jerk. Because nobody wants to work with someone or even be around someone that they don't like, who's just a total buzzkill. You got to be friendly. You have to be friendly. And normally I'd say 3 P's. Positivity, patience, and persistence.
Ooh,
I like it.
Say
3
that
Ps.
again. 3 Ps.
Positivity, patience, persistence. You need to be positive because nothing's going to be easy in this. This is work. Every single thing we do in music is work, effort, and then more work and effort. And you're going to get turned down for a lot of things. You're not going to fail. You're just going to learn a bunch of ways to not succeed. Never fail.
That's good.
But you've got to stay positive through that, and you've got to persist. So you have to have enough what's that word? Gumption.
Gumption.
Never
These doctoral
I'm
words.
never going to use that word. Yeah. Some gumption. Yeah, moxie. But you need to persist through stuff. So, keep, your will's got to be fairly strong because, once again, stay positive because things are going to be rough for a minute. And as far as patience, nothing that we do comes quick. I mean, you might get lucky, like really, really lucky. But even then, if you're not prepared and you haven't done all the work and you haven't been tried and tested and gotten through it and been persistent, you won't be ready for anything to show up. So if it takes a little longer to succeed, like you're not going to be an overnight success. That's okay. You got to be patient because chances will show up. Multiple chances are probably going to show up. You're guaranteed to get at least one shot. So, just make sure that you're ready for it. But you got to be patient and you got to be ready. Patience, persistence, positivity.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on my quote wall in my office. And I'll attribute it to Marcus.
There we
Dr.
go.
Marcus
Give me
Wilcher.
that writer's credit.
That's right. So, you're obviously really busy with composition and teaching. But, what do you do for fun?
What's fun? No. I have a lot of fun just playing music and writing music too, so it's weird. But oh man, okay. So, video games,
Okay.
cartoons, anime. That's it. I mean, I'm up there playing. I'm playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot right now. I mean, I'm teaching all my fine students how to be better musicians.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how you become a better musician, though.
Yeah, having a life.
Yeah, you gotta have some place to invest your bonus time. Oh, that's right. I started golfing like 8 months ago.
Oh, nice. Didn't know that.
Maybe I golf a little too much right now, but it's great stress relief. Get some nice vitamin D from the sun. Because I get outside. Don't spend too much time inside practicing. Spend enough time practicing, but go outside.
Yeah.
Don't become, vitamin D deficient. That's not a good place to be.
This is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good stress relief. So yeah, there we go. I'll amend that statement. Video games, anime, cartoons, and golf.
Ooh, that's awesome. So what's your favorite cartoon? You got to tell the audience.
That's not a fair question.
Oh, okay. If you don't want to share, you can DM him later.
It's just I've seen so many. I freaking love all of them. It's hard to choose a top
name
one.
Just tell us one.
Name one. All right.
Off the top of your head.
Okay, I'm gonna go Yu Yu Hakusho, which is an anime. So
Okay.
anyone that knows that, you get 5 points.
Right.
Yu Yu Hakusho, that's up there. But Cowboy Bebop,
Wow.
one of the best soundtracks that I've heard to go along with the series. If you haven't watched that, check it out. It's got Yoko Kanno's writing with the seatbelts. It's playing the music, beautiful,
Wow.
That's awesome.
and it's all like jazz based and stuff, like just some fusion stuff in there. It's killing music.
Wow.
Nice.
I think you're the first person that's told us you like cartoons.
Yeah.
So it's really awesome talking to people. So.
I am Marcus Wilcher. Hold on. I'm Dr. Marcus Wilcher. I'm 35 years old and I like cartoons.
That's awesome.
I endorse this message.
That's right. Wow.
Well, Marcus, thank you so much for being here and coming all the way from the West Coast and speaking with our audience. Just a lot of great advice, especially the 3 Ps. I'm definitely going to remember that. Tell the people where they can find you on social media.
What's my Instagram? Wilcher Music. You can Instagram me there. I have a Facebook too under just Marcus Wilcher. I'll never check that. Hit me up on Instagram.
Right.
You can find me there. That's it for the moment.
No website.
Just recently took that down.
Oh, okay.
By which I mean I forgot to pay for it.
Okay.
And it was.
Gotcha.
So I didn't re-up, but yeah.
Where can they buy your music if they're interested?
Yeah.
Contact me directly. You can hit me up at mwilcher2016@gmail.com. I do everything direct, and we can talk through whatever you're looking for. We've got big band charts. I've got small group charts, octet, 10-piece. Also, concerto or 2 is up there. Some string quartets, some brass quintets, saxophone quartets, and I'm easily available for commission.
Yes. There you go. Well, it's been great talking to you, Marcus, and we're looking forward to hearing you play a little bit more. And we hope our audience connects with you a little bit later. So,
Yeah. Thanks.
see you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Pleasure being here.